to the Spectacular Magazine radio show on Foxy 107 and 104.
Enlightening, empowering, entertaining. Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. Welcome to Spectacular Magazine radio show. I'm your host, Phyllis Coley, CEO and editor of Spectacular Magazine. Spectacular Magazine radio show on Foxy is your community-focused resource, shining a spotlight on community issues that impact our neighborhoods. On Sunday, March 20th, 2018, Spectacular Magazine will recognize the brightest innovators and game changers between the ages of 18 and 35 who are transforming the world in their own way. We're going to recognize them with the Spectacular Magazine Emerging Leader of the Year Awards. The Black-Tie Gala will be held at the Millennium Hotel in Durham with a reception at 2, and the gala will start at 3. Later in the show today, we will announce the semi-finalists. Now, after we announce the semi-finalists, then you, the community, will have your opportunity to vote on your choice for the Spectacular Magazine Emerging Leader of the Year. We, Spectacular Magazine, we bestow the award. We hand the people the award, but you, the community, selects the recipient. So we never say winner. We always say the recipient, because all of these young people are winners. So definitely stay tuned. Call and text your friends and tell them to tune in. Now, one of the categories for the Emerging Leader of the Year award is activism. Now, activism is the policy of action of using vigorous campaigning to bring about political or social change. Now, in addition to these emerging leaders that are advocating for us, our elected officials are also advocating for us, especially our Black elected officials. And next week, the North Carolina Black elected officials will come to Raleigh for the annual North Carolina Black Summit. Joining me now is the Executive Director of the Alliance of North Carolina Black Elected Officials, Mr. Courtney Crowder. Courtney, good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Spectacular Magazine radio show.
Thank you, Phyllis.
Thank you for listen. So tell me, when and why was the Alliance of Black Elected Officials established?
So it was, the organization was formed about years ago, and really it was formed by Black elected officials at that time that really felt like there needed to be an organization where Black elected officials from across the state could share best practices, share what was going on as matters of public policy in various regions across the state. So there was a small group, as there often is with the initiatives, a small group that came together. Some names you might recognize. The late Ralph Campbell was a part of that. Moses Carey, a commissioner from Orange County, was a member of that group. Fred Yates, a mayor of small town Windfall, North Carolina, northeastern North Carolina, was a part of the group. And there are many others. Viola Harris, who's still involved today, serving as chair. There was a small group that came together and thought that whether you were a school board member, a county commissioner, a mayor or a town city council member, or a member of the state legislature, and at that time, as now, 2 members of Congress, that there needed to be a mechanism for advocacy and for policy to be shared.
You're executive director. Now, how long have you been in that position? And since you've been there, what type of things have you tried to institute at the Alliance?
Sure. So I've actually been executive director for the organization now, going on 5 years.
Okay.
And what we, as the organization, sought to make more impact and clarify its message, really wanted to add a couple of different programs and capacity. One, the organization now, in addition to having this annual Black Summit, there are regional events across the state throughout the year. We call it the And Beyond series.
Okay.
It is, sort of a cutesy play on things. We started in 2014, so it was 2014 and beyond, then 2015 and beyond, 2016 and beyond, and you get the picture.
Yes.
So we have those events around the state over the course of the year where we're able to work regionally, identify regional issues, and bring people together. The Alliance is a wonderful convener for to discuss issues that are important to the community. Second thing, we've started to more regularly poll likely African American voters on a range of issues, so that as we're convening these and beyond series and meetings, that we're going into those rooms with the latest opinions from likely African American voters to help these elected officials and these community representatives understand, as a matter of research, the opinion of folks who are their constituents. And that's
so
been
wonderful.
important.
And that is important, so that we're not just a part of the Pew polls or the other polls.
Absolutely.
That we know exactly what we feel, and that we're not monolithic. We don't all care about the same thing.
There are a range of issues, and there are a range of priorities, and that changes. Honestly, it does change whether you live in 252 to 336 to 919, 910, and of course 704. I mean,
Yes.
we can understand very clearly sort of how people are feeling about given issues.
So issues, a lot of those will be discussed next week. Let's talk about the North Carolina Black Summit. What year is this? When is it taking place? Where is it taking place? What's the theme? Just tell us all about it.
So it's this week. It starts. We start on the 19th. So Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
Will be the 2 days of the summit. The hotel that we're having the event in is actually the Hilton Garden Inn, which is up on Arrow Drive, right there at the Crabtree Hilton Garden Inn.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic property. And so, right now, the theme of the summit this year is actually beyond our limits. But one of the things that we've recognized as an alliance, that this, as everyone has recognized, this is the year of the woman. And not only that, it's the year of the Black woman.
The Black woman, yes.
And we are grateful in this state, and we are blessed in this state to actually have tremendous leadership, much of which is being provided by Black women. And so we're going to take the time to highlight that and understand that. So I'll talk a little bit about our opening.
Yes,
our
please
opening
do.
session.
Yes,
I will. We have a panel that's actually we're in a unique time in North Carolina where the State Association of County Commissioners is headed by a Black woman, Brenda Howerton, County Commissioner in Durham, North Carolina,
Yes.
who's providing tremendous leadership statewide as president of that organization. We have Minnie Fort Brown, a school board member, also from Durham, who is president of the North Carolina School Board Association. We've had Angela Bryant, who up until very recently was serving as chair of the Legislative Black Caucus in the North Carolina General Assembly. And even with our association with the Alliance of North Carolina Black elected officials, we've had Viola Harris, who's an Edgecombe County Commissioner, leading that organization. So we're opening the day with a panel discussion with those women, just sharing a bit about leadership and what it takes to lead in the ways that they do.
Right, and so that's on Friday morning. That's the first session.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And there'll be breakout sessions throughout the course of the day. But but at lunchtime, we're also looking forward. We have our annual luncheon or the luncheon of the Alliance of North Carolina Black elected officials has for years been named after the late Senator Jeannie Lucas, who is also from
Durham. Okay.
So there's a theme here.
That's a theme here. Black women from Durham.
Black women from Durham.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I appreciate that. So for years that luncheon has been named for Senator Lucas, who meant so much to so many, including myself.
Yes.
But this year we always have a Voices of History Makers session during that luncheon in tribute to Senator Lucas. This year we're fortunate to have the Honorable Patricia Timmons Goodson, who is Supreme Court Justice Emeritus in North Carolina, still serving at a high level in this country on the U.S. Civil Rights Commission. And she's phenomenal. We're going to enjoy hearing her words. And she's actually paired up this year with the Honorable Harvey Gantt, the former mayor of Charlotte.
That's
and a tremendous
pairing.
leader. It is a tremendous pairing. It's a tremendous pairing, and we're excited about it. And and certainly, I think those that'll attend the luncheon will be enriched by that conversation. And then the banquet, the 13th annual NC Black Summit banquet, is keynoted by the Honorable Vi Lyles, the first African American female mayor of Charlotte, North Carolina.
That is going to be awesome. So how can people still register?
People can still register if you go to www.ncbeoalliance.org.
Yes.
They can find the registration information, more details on the North Carolina Black Summit, and we look forward to having anyone join.
And you don't have to be an elected official. You don't have to be a community organizer. You can just be a person who wants to come and understand the state of Black North Carolina.
Absolutely, and that's an important point. So thank you for raising it. This is about convening people, convening the community, and sharing information and sharing what's going on. And anyone who's interested in attending an event like this is also interested in solutions for our community. So we welcome them.
And that's what we want. Courtney Crowder, thank you so much for coming this morning. You've been listening to the Executive Director of the North Carolina Alliance for Black Elected Officials, Mr. Courtney Crowder. I thank you so much. We're talking about the North Carolina Black Summit. That information is available on all our social media. It is also available on our website, spectacularmag.com. When we come back from break, we will be announcing the semifinalists of the Spectacular Magazine Emerging Leader of the Year 2018. Y'all stay tuned. Phyllis Coley, this is Spectacular Magazine radio show on Foxy 107, 104.
This would have been a good time to announce.
Announce what?
No, we're good.
Oh. Announce what? I'm sorry.
On camera. This would have been this little lull in the camera time would have been a good time to announce.
Yeah, but I want the people on the air. So y'all talk about it. Okay, so guys, when we come back, we're going to tell you all about all of our semifinalists. There's 9 categories. We have minimum of 3 semifinalists in each category. Y'all got to stay tuned. I mean, it is going to be just absolutely awesome. And while you're here, let me tell you, the 14th annual North Carolina Juneteenth celebration will take place on June the 16th from 1 to 10 p.m. We are accepting vendors now, and there's a 20% discount if you register early. So go ahead and go online. Now, you do have to use a discount code. That code is SM, like Spectacular Magazine, SM18. Okay, so it's nothing hard there. So be sure that you put that in, okay, and get that 20% discount. We're also looking for performers, and we're looking for sponsors. So you guys, tune in. So yesterday also, Spectacular Magazine and part of our staff participated in the Bull City 3v3 basketball tournament. Out of 26 teams, I understand we came in 9th, and that's all right, because next year we're going to take the whole thing. So I want to thank Lawrence Davis, Carl McKinney, Willie Hyman, and Rodney Wright, who made up the Spectacular Magazine team. And then, of course, Keith McKinnon was there, coaching and cheering from the sidelines. He got a little busted knee, so he couldn't be there. But the guys did good. And then I went to Women's Empowerment, which was awesome yesterday. It was awesome. And I know anyway, it was just awesome. Had to leave there, though, because Congressman John Lewis was out in Knightdale, and I was invited to come out there. So all of that stuff will be available on our website. We will be right back with the names of those semifinalists, y'all. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, no, we got to take some pictures. Come on. I hope this was fun. You got your phone? You want them to take one with your phone too?
Oh, well, no, if you can text it to me.
Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Awesome.
All right. Thank you. Yes. Okay, so Lawrence is gonna be here. Okay. Now, so. Huh? Okay. Thank you. Oh, somebody let him out.
I got it.
We got a minute.
I know. Come on. I have who's doing. What? Okay. And Carl, you're going to need to do, I don't know how's he going to do the camera thing?
Yeah, I don't
Take.
Hmm?
It'll be on a selfie. We'll be good. I just get on camera and we'll talk.
Okay, what about me?
We'll be there too. If it to be on.
All right, thank you.
We're good.
Come on, you ready?
Yeah. Let me just take this.
Do you want me to move around?
Nope.
I can move
Nope.
around.
Nah,
You stay there.
Huh?
You're good. Everything is good. Just let's
We'll go 10 seconds.
Say what?
10 seconds.
Thank you.
You're listening to the Spectacular Magazine radio show on Foxy.
Welcome back to your community-focused resource, Spectacular Magazine radio show on Foxy 107, 104. I'm your host, Phyllis Coley. On Sunday, May 20th, 2018, Spectacular Magazine will recognize the brightest innovators and game changers between the ages of 18 and 35 who are transforming the world in their own way with the Spectacular Magazine Emerging Leader of the Year Award. The Black-Tie Gala will be held at the Millennium Hotel in Durham with a reception at 2 and gala at 3. Nominations were accepted in 9 categories. Our committee has narrowed the nominations down to 3 semifinalists in 7 of the categories, and due to overwhelming responses, the committee narrowed the activism and community service category down to 6 semifinalists, and 2 recipients will be named in those categories. I've asked Spectacular Magazine Marketing Director Lawrence Davis to join me as we announce the Spectacular Magazine 2018 Emerging Leader of the Year Semi-finalists. Lawrence, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then if you'll kick in, I'm going to go ahead and get started. In the activism category, the semi-finalists are Brandy Calhoun, who's the Director of Childbirth at Greensboro YMCA. Ashley Kennedy, who is the president, McDougall Terrace Resident Council. James Clark, mentor, community organizer. He's also a student at North Carolina A&T. Danielle Purifoy, environmental social scientist and a lawyer in Durham. Taylor Weber Field, community organizer with the Village of Wisdom in Durham. Ryan Wright, who's the president of the NAACP Shaw University Chapter, Raleigh.
All right, next up in the arts category, we have Marcus Joyner, actor, motivational speaker from Macon. We have Monet Marshall, artistic director from Mojoa Performing Arts in Raleigh. And we also have Shanita Olison, founder, executive director from Music is Life nonprofit here in Raleigh.
The next category is beauty industry professional. The semifinalists are Brittany McDuffie, who's the owner and master stylist of Hair Laid by Britt in Durham. There's Deanna Owens, who's the owner, master stylist of So Natural Boutique in Durham. And Milton Sonny Rogers, professional makeup artist, Beat by the Sun Experience in Roxborough.
Next up in the community service category, we have Tierra Bethel, marketing manager from Spectrum News here in Raleigh. Brenton Ford, habilitation specialist from the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. Jennifer Jones, youth program facilitator from Speak Up, Speak Out, North Carolina in Durham. We have Edmund Lewis, coordinator from Durham County, My Brother's Keeper here in Durham. Brianna May, Miss Shaw University 2017-18, and she also is Miss CIAA 2018. And Timothy Walker, Dean of Students, Nash Rocky Mount Public Schools in Rocky Mount.
In the education category, the semifinalists are Deborah Brown, who's a teacher, Eastway Elementary School in Durham County Schools. Patrick McDonald, who's the Director of Curriculum and Instruction at the Raleigh School in Raleigh. And Quentin Parker, Assistant Band Director, Music Education Coordinator, North Carolina Central University in Durham.
All right, next up in the entrepreneurship category is going to be Aquila Faye, CEO and president of Our Efforts United and Aquila Faye LLC in Raleigh. Tivy Jones, founder and COO of HeyAwesomeGirl.com in Raleigh, and Donovan Watson, owner and operator of Perkins Orchard in Durham.
In the fitness category, the semifinalists are Mystique Hargrove, who's the creator, Boho Wellness in Henderson; Alex Loudon, general manager, Fit for Life of Zebulon in Zebulon; and Julie McNabb, assistant athletic trainer, North Carolina Central University Department of Athletics in Durham.
All right, next up we have the social media influencer category. First up is Jalen Baker, assistant coordinator of student engagement in the Department of Student Engagement and Leadership of North Carolina Central University here in Durham. Chelsea Bentley Holtz, marketing director of Nakoma Marketing PR Art of Cool Festival in Durham. And Jalen Jarman, DJ of Radio 1 Raleigh, based in Durham.
In the technology category, we have Jerry Beal. Jerry is CEO of Game Web in Raleigh. Chris Darius Clark, co-founder, Rakarga, and he's from North Carolina, but a student at Pembroke University. And Damian Greatheart, he's a professor of computer information, Livingstone College in Salisbury. Those are the semifinalists of the Spectacular Magazine 2018 Emerging Leader of the Year. All of those will be available at our website. Now, award recipients will be determined via an online voting process, which will go from April 29th to May the 12th. Voting forms, gala ticket information, souvenir program book ads, info, all of that is available at spectacularmag.com. You guys got to vote. If you see these people, any of these semifinalists, tell them congratulations. So, I think that's going to about do it for us this morning. That's going to do it for us this morning. First of all, I want to thank my guest, Courtney Crowder. You guys check out the information. Come on out to the North Carolina Black Summit next week. You got to come out to that. That is going to be taking place that's April the 19th and the 20th, and that's going to take place at the Hilton Garden Inn over by Crabtree. You guys, it's going to be awesome. We got some awesome people doing some awesome things, and this year, election is more important than ever. And while you're voting, and while we're talking about voting, don't forget to vote for the Spectacular Magazine Emerging Leaders. That voting will go April 29th to May the 12th. Also, I got to thank my in-studio team, DC Collins, yay! Lawrence Davis, yay! And Carl McKinney. We got to get some of that recorded applause. Okay, listen, you guys, thank you so much. This is Spectacular Magazine Radio Show. I'm your host, Phyllis Coley, and until next time, see ya!